you here this time? Need a fortune telling? Your fortune seems understanding the latest trends is much harder than mastering techniques.
Come on.
Need a fortune telling?
I don't need all three. Who up, Hue? Who else up with the Hue? Oh, yo, it's using the music. That's sick. Man, I actually hate playing Yixuan with Astra once Yixuan hits M2. I always switch before I'm able to use her follow-up. I could have just parried that. Dang. Look at that kick. I don't like how time-consuming all these challenges are. I mean, yeah, it's extra content, but it's not the content I want to do, you know? It's good for everyone who, like, doesn't have Yixuan and who doesn't have Jufufu, who doesn't have Astra, but also wants to have them, which is where the schism lies for me, because I have Yixuan and Jufufu. No, I have Yixuan and Astra. I do not have Jufufu. That is because I did not want Jufufu. Try saying that 5 times fast. Jufufu, 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 Jufufu. Okay, not that bad actually. Okay, last one for.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Oh, this one's an open book, I suppose. What if I just?
There's no class today.
What if I just don't bring in?
Eradicate all evil.
What if I just don't bring in Yixuan at all?
That's me.
That's funny, right? Oh, I guess I have the money to go level up Gunbu. I'll probably do that real quick after this. Oh yeah.
It's over.
Okay, you know what? It's probably not a great idea not to bring a character who has all the, like, huge buffs. I'm really glad that my mic does not pick up the sound of my mouse. Because, if it did, man, this would be unwatchable. Oh wait, I think I may have made a realization in real time. It is. This is a very technical keyboard. Okay, yeah, I was trying to get too cute for it. I'm not going to be able to get higher than a B rank with using the squad that they don't want you to use. Fine, Hoyo, I'll acquiesce.
Got a new ghost story to share?
I do agree that her raccoon is incredible.
Only the brave will win. That's me.
Would I say it's the best part of her character, though? Maybe, I might say that. It's pretty incredible. Comma. Comma, 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 chameleon, if you will.
Cycle of yin and yang.
Yeah. It's kind of insane how much the Rizonia and the other equipment affect this. Because while using Miyabi and Yuzuha, my damage was like a quarter of this after double the time. I'm glad that Jufufu is at least, you know, okay to play as. Because you have to use her a fair bit in, like, trials and story content. They could have made her... She could have been not fun to play. But she is pretty fun to play as. I just don't care for her character. This song gets content ID matched on YouTube. And fun fact, it is the only one from the game's soundtrack that does that so far. Which, you know, if you're thinking about it, you're like, oh man, that sucks. Except Hoyo did do a solid, and it content ID matches, but they don't. There's no action taken. Like they don't demonetize your video. They don't try and claim revenue at all. They're just like, yeah, that's our song. You're good to go. Which I think that's the first time that's happened in human history. Oh. What was the rewards for that? I got like 80 polychromes for doing that. That took like 15 minutes. These Azzault missions are something else. But you know what? I want to use Yuzuha.
Got a new ghost story to share?
Oh. Okay.
Where are we going? There's no class today.
What's her? Worse than mine.
Where are we going? There's no class. You have my complete support.
Yeah, this team is kind of
Awaiting orders.
this team is kind of cracked. Why the Electro Boo? Why? Well, yeah, but there has to be 2 electric attribute characters, but there's only one. I mean, I'd rather have her, but we don't. What? I guess she. You know what? That's true. She probably just don't care. You know what? You're so true for that. I will use the better electric one, though. Because I have upgraded the Plug Boo twice. Yanagi is so fun to play. $250,000 disorder damage. Yikes. And most of the team comps I've seen with Yuzuha have been Bernice or Yanagi, so I wonder where that sauce is. So they just like, oh yeah, you need another like DPS anomaly unit. They're like, oh yeah, Yanagi does disorder, and Bernice, you know, also works off of disorder, so it's not as, you know, strong because disorder has the cooldown on it. But I'm pretty sure Yanagi like takes that cooldown away. Or mitigates it in some capacity. Yeah, and she hits like a truck. So I don't know why you'd want to... I don't know why you'd want to not use Yanagi in something else. Like Yanagi and Bernice. Seems like it'd be like it's a phenomenal team, especially if you have them better than M0, which I do not. I was gonna say that I think I was free to play when I got Bernice, but I was not. Remember the first time I bought anything in the game was when polling for Caesar's engine last October. I do think it's nice how so many agents have shoulder-to-shoulder mechanics now. Like being able to hot swap in the middle of their animations. Because that is one of the master techniques I have been doing. As opposed to the other two, which I never did on purpose. Especially the assist. The assist counter. That one is annoying. And I did know about the chain attack cancel. And I knew that it was probably much more optimal than just doing the regular one. Yeah, but I'm like, I'm not about that life. If someone else who is more sweaty than myself, which is something because I sweat a lot, if they want to go ahead and min-max the chain attacks with cancels, be my guest, but that's not the life I want to live. You know, maybe that could have saved me a little bit of grief a couple of times when I was just barely too short. But I would rather take the time to do that again than have to use my brain. Okay, maybe... Maybe I shouldn't have been talking about, maybe I shouldn't have been talking about the, combat mechanics I don't use when I need to complete the mission. You know what, maybe the canceled chain attack would have made the difference there. I actually can't, never mind, I can't do canceled chain attacks on these guys, they're not bosses. Yanagi has no armor on that attack. That's so weird. She was in like the middle of her like the final part of her attack, but she just went flying. Yeah. Honestly, that one's not even like a... For me, that one's not even like a, oh, you know, other people will do it because they want to get better. That one is simply because I cannot do it. I will never be able to do that on command. The timing is... Where'd that health bar go? His health bar was over half. Then it was gone. Huh. Huh.
Got a new ghost story to share? Where are we going? There's no class today. You have my complete support. Want a glass of nitro?
Yeah, maybe their Bernice is comparable to my known Bernice be true and all that. No, it does not appear so.
Let's fire it up.
But her she probably has her signature engine. She does not even have her signature. Okay, never mind.
Let's fire it up.
Never mind.
Want a glass of nitro? Sure. Let's go play.
It's gonna be a straight no from me, dog. Her engine is really cool and definitely solid, but there are engines that are very comparable to it, but make you have to change your playstyle. Because her W engine rewards you for keeping her off field, which a lot of some of the best characters are required to stay off field. Like Astra, for example. But it's... the characters that stay off field, yeah, they're good, but they're not as fun to play because the best playstyle is not playing the character. Yeah, Miyabi is great because you get to play as Miyabi. The same is true for Yixuan, like, you get to play as her. She has mechanics that they want you to use. There, okay, I did the double chain attack. But, like, playing as the characters who I can play as is great.
Mind and body.
Which is, like, a huge blessing for Yuzuha. Because she is a support character who, if you don't immediately just hot swap out, feels like good to play. And she is the only support character who falls in that category. Every other support character just sucks to play as. Like, if I'm on the field with Astra for more than however long it takes me to press either the ult or EX special, or just regular special, because it doesn't even have to be EX, that I'm having a bad time. As soon as the number exceeds, 0.04 seconds. She's not bad, and she probably... I think Nicole has the most satisfying like EX special to hit out of the old support units. So, she has that. But Lucy's is pretty... Her special attack is pretty satisfying to do. And her basic attacks, they're clunky, but she's better than every other support agent by like a factor of 10. using a basic attack with Astra or Sokaku or Nicole makes me want to uninstall. Yeah. Far better than everyone else, exclusively because everyone else is so dog water. The bar is on the floor. And somehow everyone but Lucy and now the new support agent manages to not mantle that bar. She do be hitting that boy with a bat. And she fights with her friends. She throws the little piggies at them. I also found out recently, if you use Lucy in some of the early game missions, like the story missions, her hogs do not leave the battlefield when she does. So they will follow you, they'll just follow you around after you get out of combat. It's really cool. Because I also realized that they changed the story missions a lot from when I played the story missions back in, you know, September. They added in, like, levels where you play as Eos and do Marcel Maze stuff. They have, like, Bangbu workbenches that you interact with. They got rid of I don't know, I might have the I might automatically have the toggle for not doing the mazes on, because I know I didn't set it to that, but I did not see I saw one maze in the early game, and by early game I mean like the first 8 hours of the game, which is definitely early game for like content progression, but there was, I think, like 3 of the Bangbu, the new Bangbu missions, and the initial introduction. Why do they have to be like that? But there was only the one introductory maze level. I think the game's telling me to lock in, but I'm not going to listen to a computer. I lock in when I damn well please. Okay, it might seem like I'm locked in here, but trust me, it's an illusion. Strictly unlocked in. I'm gonna scream. I didn't use the correct attack. I don't like these missions. Okay, cool. Wait, can I... I can. I take it back. This is the best mode ever.
Today's reading is...
Which alias should I use this time?
Sorry, Jane, not right now.
Confirmed.
Who's here? What that is up? What's up?
The best kind of game is a game that lets you not play the content. Change my mind. If it pleases the court, I'm still very obviously not locked in. I would never be locked in. I will not stand this attack on my character. I'm only pretending.
Your journey ends with me.
What did I change? For what? Is the stream... Is the stream weird, or are you talking about the game? Oh, my score? I changed the in-game settings. I mined the source code and I actually changed it so my damage multiplier is 8 times higher. Because I would never get good. It's simply not in my nature. I would simply never do this. Okay. Yay, new missions! Oh yeah, I forgot you can... The task force app agents you can trial. Okay. Where? Oh, right here. You need 1,500 for each level. So 1500 times 20 is 30,000. So if you get 30,000, we'd have to get 15 2x. Is this the shadow crystal data, or is it different? Okay. Could you do this in one? If you just put everything on. Oh no, it doesn't grant double. It grants +4. Okay. Because if it granted double and you can get to 15, then you could do some pretty wacky stuff. I'm a big believer in dealing more damage.
Your fortune seems pretty good lately.
Foo-foo's here.
I mean, yeah, it's not exactly the easiest thing to beat. I suppose if I maybe took advantage of those
Where we going? There's no class
advanced
today.
mechanics, it would benefit me. But I simply could never. I simply could never. Okay, what is Seth's?
Take me along.
What does he actually do? You know what? Unga and Bunga were two of my best friends before their horrendous death of the Sweat Lords War. I also realized that the Shield of Firm Resolve increases anomaly proficiency by 100, which is nothing. You have to take up an agent slot for this. He is so bad.
If you need help, call me anytime.
Dear Lord. I thought maybe you could get like, you could do something cheeky with him, but no, he is just so bad.
Only the brave will win. Victory will be ours.